How beautiful actresses like Tracee Ellis Ross stay single, shaking my head. Tracee Ellis Ross is actually one of my favorite actresses, and I've liked her body of work and her body then and now. Quite attractive. But if you watch her interviews regarding her being single over the years, you have to wonder exactly why is she still single, despite the fact that at times she has expressed a desire to have a family with children. Yet other times, she keeps saying she is essentially not letting society pressure her into marriage. Why, Tracee? Why? This might be some Hollywood concept of thinking it's perfectly okay to wait past the prime childbearing age to get married. But are we to believe she did not have plenty of opportunities to get married over the years? Of course she did. We men in this men's advocate side of social media know good and doggone well that attractive women, especially those who are highly sought after, just waste their younger years on pursuing what I call the spirit of Eve. Why do I keep bringing up Eve? Because there was something about that forbidden tree of bad boys, fruit, but I call them bad boys. She just had to have a mystery she couldn't get out of her system until she explored all the possibilities out there somewhere. Ding, 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 ding. Today, the modern daughters of Eve pursue their careers, their education, and their hot girl summers. So after thousands of years of feminine evolution, this is what modern womanhood has come to. These three pursuits. And Tracee is not unlike them in that regard. She has had one heck of a career in Hollywood, jumping from the hit show Girlfriends to the hit show Blackish, plus some other notable acting roles I actually liked. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so we can keep this new channel growing. But let's not go down that rabbit hole just yet. Let's examine some tiny clips that the Comedy Hype YouTube channel put together in their short video about Tracee revealing why she's still single. Links below to their video.
What else do I want? I would love a relationship that makes my life better than it is. I have no interest in just being in a relationship to be in a relationship. Mm-hmm. When someone tries to possess me, that's not gonna happen.
Okay.
I believe relationships are negotiations between two people. You're gonna work through those things together. I mean, I'm a rare breed, so like there might not be a match that's a rare breed for a while.
At around the 1:15 mark, she mentions that she would love a relationship that makes her life better than it is. But what does this mean? To many, this would sound harmless. But keep in mind, she's not exactly a young spring chicken anymore. At this point, both women and men have to express relationships in terms of what role they play in each other's lives. But in this quote, Tracee only wants her life to be better from the relationship. Now, perhaps in her mind, she meant to say it's mutual, but the wise gentleman never misses even the slightest Freudian slip. By her first response being focused on her needs, she has given off the vibe that the man's needs will be secondary to hers, which ain't gonna happen with successful gentlemen. When men measure relationships, we look at it in its totality, meaning both roles, where we're the providers and the woman is in the supporting role. How the two work those dynamics out is between those two, the man and the woman. But to simply put out there that a relationship has to make her life better is, by inference, selfish right off the bat. Here's the next little clip.
When someone tries to possess me, that's not gonna happen.
Okay.
I believe relationships are negotiations between two people. You're gonna work through those things together. I mean, I'm a rare breed, so like there might not be a match that's a rare breed for a while.
At the 1:22 mark, that's a 1 minute 22 second mark, Kevin Hart, the comedian who's interviewing her for this podcast, asked what are her triggers when dating. Her response? When someone tries to possess her, quote unquote. That's not gonna happen, she says emphatically with the head shake. Again, this will sound reasonable to some, but to astute gentlemen, nah, baby girl, her entire body language plus word choice tells us that she most likely defines, quote unquote, possess to mean a man in a traditional role who wants her to get on his program. Of course, for most major Hollywood actresses, that stubborn spirit of Jezebel takes over, and they don't like any kind of traditional gentleman, even if he is, in fact, kind and gentle with his leadership. They want the best of both worlds, where the man is a real man, but gets on board with her program. No, Tracee, no. That's not how real men work. If you can't balance your career with being in a traditional role, then you will continue to wait and wait and wait until 65 or 70, you finally settle for a gentleman who is too old to bother trying to get you on his program because, damn it, he just wants a companion at that point. Anyway, she goes on to say that relationships are a negotiation between two people and they have to work things out, which is actually quite true. I agree with that part. However, her ego, like so many modern women, kicked in as she reminded Kevin Hart that she is a rare breed, whatever that means. I'm a rare breed. That because of her exceptional self, it may take a while to find a match. Oh boy, women, y'all just got too much imagination out here. Y'all just making shit up. This kind of thinking is why older women stay single. Who remembers those good old days when older women were just happy to have a man that breathes? What happened to those days? I just want a man that breathes. What happened to that? But now they hold out the same patient hope of women in their 20s. Mature ladies, stop that nonsense. Y'all too old for that. It is not that difficult to get on board with a good man's program. Just get on board up front, and in time, watch how the man he'll want to provide for you to see you happy, because you are doing your part in his life very well. But modern women are too impatient for this process. All right, so later on in the clip, Comedy Hype quotes Tracee from a previous interview from, I think, Vanity Magazine or something like that, where she responded to people calling her the poster child for being single. And actually, that's quite accurate. Her response was the typical one you would expect from a 20-year-old woman. She still stubbornly insists she is living her life on her own terms. Man. Recall how Pastor T.D. Jakes, in his Father's Day sermon in 2022, which was controversial, mentioned that we are raising women to be men. This right here with Tracee is one of those cases right here. Tracee will have to pick her struggle. Any woman out there, same thing for y'all too. She can't on the one hand say she's living life on her own terms, but then on the other hand, wants a great relationship. I mean, who is teaching these modern women about relationships with gentlemen? They have no clue about men. It is a huge turnoff for us to hear women say they are doing their own thing on their own terms like men do. Tracee described her stubbornness as, quote, solidifying itself into an unbreakable, unshakable foundation, unquote. What the hell does that mean? Translation, I'm stubborn for life, and men will just have to get on board with my program when we negotiate a relationship. Oh, how sexy that sounds, Tracee. Oh my goodness, I just want you now. Not. That's not how gentlemen work. Let me say it again. That's not how real men work. This is why a lot of older gentlemen often shy away from stubborn older women, because they get set in their ways, their little crazy ways or whatever. Keep your day job, Tracee, because you ain't getting a true gentleman until you unpack all that modern womanhood out of your mind, heart, and soul. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so we can keep this new channel growing, please. Until modern women understand that they have to get on board with the leadership of gentlemen, the apocalypse of good men will continue. Welcome to the Brother Apocalypse.